Wealthbuilders on this rainy Thursday morning. I'm a little late on my live today. I wonder if you guys were looking for it. You know what I mean? My people that actually be showing up on my lives. Well, I'm here now. A little late this morning. I'm running behind on a little bit of time because, it's a little crazy out here. Weather's a little crazy. Um, yeah, how are my wealth builders doing today? How we doing? How we doing? How we living? How we getting it? You know what I mean? So I have a little talk, right? I just want to let my people know. I think the thing we miss the most about finances, and if you're struggling with your finances and things are going awry, and especially if you are in a relationship, you need to communicate.
In 1,000 feet.
You need to communicate, guys. You need to communicate with your partner about your financial situations, especially if you live together. But even if you don't live together, even if your bills aren't meshed together, if you're in like a boyfriend girlfriend or boyfriend girlfriend situation, whatever the case may be, whatever you like, you guys got to communicate. Communication about finances is key, right? And when you are married, it's definitely key, okay? But I think the problem with the fact that we don't communicate in the finance department because it's not sexy. It's not sexy. It doesn't feel good. There's nothing good about it because you're saying to yourself, usually when you're communicating, hey, I can't pay this bill. Hey, we're financially strapped. Or why are you doing this? Well, we can't do this. We can't do that. And it becomes more of like a situation where you're either yelling at each other about it, or you are feeling some type of way with each other and only telling each other about things when things hit the fan, and not telling each other about things beforehand. So it just becomes a problem in that sense, right? So I'm gonna put a challenge out there for everybody, and you ain't gotta tell me if you're doing it or not, or you can tell me. That'd be a great comment if you are doing it, or you will plan to do it, right? Try to make finance talking about money a sexy atmosphere. Like, I know you're like, make money sexy. Try to make the money sexy, right? And I know you were saying, how can money be sexy if if you're not making a lot of it, or if you're not six-figure earner, or you're not making a whole bunch of money or whatever, or y'all struggling, or you're struggling with you living paycheck to paycheck, or sometimes robbing Peter to pay Paul and robbing Paul to pay Peter. You know what I mean? I get that. But if you make it sexy and you make it interesting and fun to talk about and not feel so stressed about it on a regular basis, somehow, some way, the money will come to you and your partner. And I know it sounds crazy. I know you're like, well, how is that even possible, right? Because you don't see it. That's the funny thing about it. Even if you don't see how it's gonna happen, if you just learn to be sexy with the money and be flirtatious with the money and fun with the money, meaning like fun with, like, you ain't gotta spend it, like, if you don't have it, but if you make money fun and talking about the money and not make it so like tense and so bad emotionally, then the money will come to you. Money will come to you. Money will come to you in your relationship. Money will start to show up in places that you didn't even expect it to show up in. And then your challenge would be at that point is just to stay sexy with the money. Don't get mundane with the money. Don't be, um, you know, don't be, how could I say, don't take the money for granted, if that makes sense, right, at that point. So it's just like being in a relationship. You know, you start out a relationship and you're like, you know, you're fun, you find ways to be fun, you find ways to be happy and cool and interested and not stressed about the relationship. You're just like, hey, this is my new girlfriend, this is my new boyfriend, this is my new thing, whatever, right? Whatever you choose to be. And it feels so good, right? And then somehow we start to take this relationship for granted with that person, right? You know, in the daily life, you become, you know, used to that person, used to the things they do for you, used to how things, you know, go in your relationship, and then you don't cherish that person anymore. You take them for granted. Well, that's what most people do with money. They get sexy with money. They enjoy the money. Like, for instance, you get a new job and you start making money from that job. You get more money, right? You say like you were making 40 grand at your last job. This job you're making 50 now, and everything is so dope. You're like, man, I'm making about 50 grand now. I'm doing this. I'm great. Blah, 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 blah. And then, you know, you start to get used to that money and start taking that money for granted. So then now you're not sexy with that money no more. You're not working so hard for the money. You're not putting your effort in at the job too much anymore because you're used to the job, you're used to the money, and now you're like, whatever. And then you start having financial problems because you're not playing with, you're not sexy with the money no more. Like, you're not putting investments up. You're not trying to get your money to do, you know what I'm saying, threesomes or foursomes, or, you know what I'm saying? You're not being fun with the money. Like, you know, you're not taking trips no more. You're not investing time with yourself with the money. You're not investing in other people with the money. You're not taking the money and doing anything productive with it. You're just either taking it for granted, paying bills, and maybe spending on clothes and material things. And, you know, those things stop making you happy. So now you're just like in a rut. So then now you start having money problems because you're in a rut. You've overexpended, you extended yourself too far. You know, you got that big apartment, and now, you know, the electricity is too much, the heat is too much. So now you're spending all your money. You're not sexy with the money anymore because you're spending it all, because you've overextended yourself and you didn't take the money and have some fun with it. You didn't invest in things that bring some money back. Nothing. You're not enjoying the money. You're not happy anymore. And when you're not happy, you don't attract things that will make you happy. You start attracting more things that make you mad. Just because of vicious cycle. And the only way to get out of this cycle is to be aware of the cycle. And honestly, I've been in that vicious cycle in a sense where I'm not having fun with my money. You know, money's not coming to me in different ways because I haven't been happy. And when you're not happy things don't tend to happen. You have to figure out how to be happy. And once you become happy, even while you don't have the money, once you become happy, then you'll start to attract the money. Same way, if you want to attract a beautiful girl or a handsome guy, right? That they're in their prime, they're happy, they're enjoying themselves, and, you know, they're not going to look your way or want to be with you because you're not a happy person. You're not someone that they would like to have in their life because you don't seem to be the type of person that they want in their life. Because you're not happy.
You've arrived at your destination.
Right? That is the oxymoron, the catch-22 of it all. You have to figure out how to be happy even when you're not, to attract what you want out of life. So you have to find a way to be in a happy place to attract things that you want. So you have to talk about let's recap. You have to talk about money. You have to talk about it when it's not going good. You have to talk about it when it's going good too. You have to talk about how good things are going to your people, to your most trusted people. You have to be happy about the money. You got to be happy about the money even when it's just a regular day. I mean, you got to be happy. You got to figure it out. You got to understand that money comes to you and you are a magnet to money. And you have to be happy. That's how you can magnetize yourself for the money. Okay, if you don't magnetize yourself for the money, you'll never get the money. You'll repel the money. Okay, it's just that simple, guys. You gotta understand that. Other than that, man, that's all I got for y'all today. I appreciate y'all so much. Thanks for being a wealth builder. Thanks for being a subscriber. Thanks for joining me, man. I promise you, more videos are coming. More regular videos are coming. More short. I'm about to start dropping shorts. I was gonna do a short every day, but I'm gonna challenge myself and do at least one short a week. One short a week. We're gonna need to get a habit of doing the shorts, and then I could probably tick it up a little bit. You know what I mean? And then from there, like, you know, a gradual thing. But right now, we still doing our everyday commutes. You know what I'm saying? Every day I go into work, you get a video from me. All right. Until next time, Wealth Builders. It's the man. Signing off. The Wealth Builder himself. Peace.